already found. That's
Here,
plastic.
take this glove and pick it up. It's a shatterproof glove.
Essentially, what I do is I am in charge of the historic district in the city of Bardstown, and that entails about 480 structures that are on the National Register of Historic Places. And what we do is we help to maintain that historic nature within the district. So any exterior changes that occur to those structures, so like new doors, new siding, new roof, new additions, landscaping, tree removal, any of that has to go through my board of directors, the Bardstown Historic Review Board, and I facilitate that process and help recommend changes that kind of go forward with that. So, for instance, if someone wants to replace their roof, I meet with them, go to visit their house, look at the type of roof that they have, the age of the house, the characteristics that are there with the home, and I determine what is most appropriate for the home historically, along with the architectural style. And then they go to my board. They vote on that material, and if my board approves it, then it is then approved by City Council. So what that looks like is a lot of love into historic homes and architecture. I facilitate and work with people on a daily basis. I do a lot of site visits to different homes, and sometimes I get to go inside of them if I'm really lucky and get a tour. But a lot of that involves a lot of deep understanding of the original architectural style, what architectural elements have been added since the home has been designed, and determining what is appropriate for both of those properties before moving forward.
Okay, so part of my job is including doing site visits with potential homeowners, which means evaluating a property for additions and or demolition, and that is what occurred today. So this is a actual cabin structure behind me that we met with a property owner and determined what could potentially be done to the property to be restored and possibly demoed. Of course, we want to avoid demolition because that's not what we're here to do in a historic district. We're here to save property. So we talked about different avenues in which we could basically not go to that point. So we're hoping to restore versus demo. But what we have in front of us is a log cabin structure with a limestone foundation. Those are original blocks right there that would have led to one. This was a later porch done, which of course is not historically accurate and has failed. But you can see it has a historic standing seam roof and a beautiful center chimney that would go right to the house to lead on both sides. And then I'm going to walk you around the back part of it, which kind of makes me really happy too. Owner originally hired Patrick Kennedy from the Kentucky Heritage Council to come down a few years ago and evaluate it. They wanted to demo the property, but when they exposed the siding right here, as you can see, what we have is historic logs. So that's kind of what makes me super happy. So we have historic logs that are left here, and you can see that from right here, and then you can see the chinking that's done in between. And basically, this is the structure, so this is how we definitely identified it, that it is a very early log cabin within Bardstown. And you can tell here, I love to point this out, the way the notches and the way the cabin was notched out and the logs were notched to basically support one another, one under the other. You can see that structure going down there. And then this right here is an addition. And the addition right here is actually on cinder block. It's not on the limestone foundation, which you can see. So we evaluated that today with the person. And basically we determined that this is not on solid foundation. And although it is old, it's not original part of the building. It was discussed that potentially this addition could be removed and be rebuilt properly and added onto. So that seemed to be something that the homeowner would potentially consider, which would mean that maybe we can save this structure. So that is what we're hoping for.
Good morning. So it's about a crisp 50 degrees outside, and I'm here at Wickland, the home of 3 governors, and we kind of have a really exciting day today. So essentially what's going on is that we have Mr. Miles Miller, who is a brick-top pointing restorationist. He does all kinds of restoration work on historic homes, and he's here with his team that are restoring Wickland here behind me. And we're really excited about that process. But also what's occurring is he is also repairing the historic cistern or well that's in the back of the property. And they have unlocked and basically removed a large limestone slab that is there. And there are several artifacts that are in the bottom of it. So I have a team with me today. This is Jesse Roberts and Philip Wagner and Mr. Aaron Turner. And we are going to be going down into the well, and we're going to be retrieving those artifacts and documenting them properly. So we're really excited about this opportunity, and it's going to be a really exciting day. And as you can see behind me, the house is gorgeous. It has a lot of wonderful history, built circa 1825. So we're really pumped about this process process, and the well will be sealed after this. So there won't be another opportunity to enter it. So we're really excited. So inside the well, Philip is collecting animal bones.
Woohoo!
Jesse has been busy at work excavating all kinds of things. But this is basically the inside and what she looks like. And there's Aaron.
Hi.
Thanks for keeping us safe up there, Aaron.
Ew. Ooh, it's a whole jumbo. Got the canines and everything.
I got a real good flashlight.
Yeah, that's a piece of glass.
Layer of mortar here.
Mortar.
Leave that around the back. Make that a bit easier. Oh, kind of zoomed old glass, buddy.
I hope we didn't step on it.
I think we're good.
There's so much, which is good. Oh, that's a pretty bottle.
Yeah. This one looks like it actually has some markings too.
Aha.
We'll be able to get somewhere out of that.
Hopefully.
There's a big one right here.
I also have to say too that I really love my job and I love this position because it allows me to do so many wonderful different things all the time. There definitely is paperwork involved, a lot of creating, you know, those applications for exterior changes to those properties. It involves photographing and creating detailed lists with the guidelines that we have locally as well as federal guidelines for preservation. So working with that together, I get a wonderful opportunity to work with so many different homeowners and to visit these places and inspect and look at the unique characteristics that makes each building special. And so every day in the office is different, and it makes it really wonderful for me to do my job. And I really have such a passion and love for this community. And what also just makes it special, not only the buildings, of course, that make it special, the amount of historic structures that have been preserved within Bardstown, but what also makes it really special is the people that are here. This community is really unique in that it's very loving, welcoming, and they also really care about preserving their history. So it's not uncommon to see someone walking down the street and that would, you know, recognize me and say, "Hey, RaShae, hey, you have a minute? Let me show you this on my house." And so it's just a wonderful opportunity for me to keep learning and keep exploring and keep making new discoveries all the time.